So my car insurance is up for renewal, and as is the way of these things, the renewal quote stinks because they are hoping that you will be too lazy or unobservant to notice that your renewal quote stinks, and you'll just let it default through. So I got the letter from Zurich. There's no need to do anything. We'll take care of everything for you. We'll renew on the 1st of November. It'll be wonderful. And the new quote's £527. That's on a different page. But the old quote was less than 250, so it's more than twice the price. So they're shitbags right there. You may say, well, market forces, it's a hard life out there, but let's contemplate a different world in which each year your insurer, because they are really shit hot at what they do and they care about giving you stupendously good service rather than just telling you that that's what they care about. So they're going to say, it's Mr. Wesley's insurance premiums up for renewal. We took 200 and whatever it was, 50 quid, let's say, last year. Can we better that? Can we trim it? Can we do any stuff here? We got more efficient with our processes. Can we give them an even better quote this year to keep that business? No, that's not the way of the world. That's not the world we live in. So anyway, 520 whatever it is I said pounds renewal quote. I don't want to renew, but in the letter it says all you have to do is ring this 0800 number. So you ring that 0800 number if you don't want to renew, and I didn't want to renew. And you get more than a minute of, if you go through the channels for renewing or cancelling a quote, you get more than a minute of crud, and then you get crud being we will share your details with other carefully selected third parties unless you tell us otherwise. We will make these assumptions unless you tell us otherwise. You've got to listen to those, or at least you've got to sit through them in order to get to the other side. And what was on the other side was a hold queue, which I sat in for a while, and I thought, stuff this. What's actually happening here is they have offered me a renewal quote which is more than twice my original quote. That's sin one. The second sin is that they have said, if you don't do anything, we're going to renew at this stinking quote. That's sin two. That's the wrong default. The default is not, if you do nothing, we'll shaft you. The default should be rather different to that. But anyway, that's sin two. If you do nothing, we'll shaft you. Number three is, the only thing you can do is call this 0800 number. That's number three sin. And the fourth dreadful sin is, when you do call this 0800 number, we know we're going to lose your business. We've really got no incentive here to give you anything but a pile of shit. So why don't you sit there like a good fellow in the hold queue, and we'll get round to you when our understaffed termination lines are finished. So I took a different tack, and I rang their sales line, and I spoke to Emma, and she assured me that she could put me through to someone who would take care of that for me. But I knew that that would mean going back into the hold queue and sitting in the queue and waiting for their understaffed termination line to get round to cancelling me. Didn't want to play that game, so I had a difficult conversation with Emma, and you can hear it in a minute. But I'd like you to keep your eye out for several things. The first thing is, she goes round the loop, I don't know, maybe 4 times. Yes, certainly, I'll put you through to someone. In other words, get your ass back in that hold queue. Secondly, I can't deal with this. It's not possible for me to deal with this. What reasonable human being could dispute the fact that I'm a sales lady? We staff the sales lines for immediate response because we want your business. But once we've got your business, we'll do all we can to keep you trapped, and we really don't care if you don't like it. That's the way it is, and it doesn't matter whether you're renewing car insurance or any other utility, they're all the same. Have a listen to the tape.